I'm Eugenia Harvey, and I'm the executive producer of Chasing the Dream, Poverty and Opportunity in America. Chasing the Dream covers the stories that chronicle the humanness of a gigantic issue. A Dream Deferred is about the broken promises of New York City public housing. NETA, or the New York City Public Housing Authority, officially houses about 600,000 residents throughout New York City. A Dream Deferred is told through the eyes and the words of the people who actually live there.
How long you been living here, Miss Diane?
50 years.
50 years, Miss Diane, been living in New York City housing.
When I came here, the place was beautiful. Over the years, it's going down so bad, and it's been so neglected.
It is a story of humanity. It is a story of commonality. It is a story that has made the news on many occasions. And a lot of statistics get tossed around. What you've never really heard from on any kind of granular level is the people who actually live there.
The last couple of days here have been literally hell. Nothing is marked or tagged. No one knows where the shutoff valve is or isn't. And it became a catastrophe.
When we met, for example, Sylvia Pearson, who arguably is the star of the film, she's pretty amazing. Like, she's a mother of a child.
I knew that I was ingesting a lot of the mold and the mildew while I was pregnant. And she was born at 7 months opposed to 9 months. I believe that housing did contribute to that a great deal.
This is a woman who is ambitious, and she has every dream, every goal, every aspiration for herself as well as her child. In that regard, she's sort of every mom.
If I wasn't a strong individual, I would have been destroyed.
We also meet Sylvia Arrington and Yvonne Davis, who have been in New York City public housing since it opened. Sylvia Arrington is a sweet lady who's raised 5 children there, and she's the flower lady. She goes out and she, plants flowers, on the first floor of her apartment building, and people know her as this really sweet person.
I've had people tell me, the reason we come this way to go to work is to admire your flowers. I want to be a part of something beautiful.
You've got Yvonne Davis and her husband, who are elderly now, very soft-spoken but powerful people who are fighting respiratory illnesses simply because they live in a building that the ceilings are open and pipes are exposed and water is leaking into their apartment.
To sleep in the bedroom with plastic to the windows will guarantee us respiratory problems. It's a health concern. Enough is enough.
A Dream Deferred is a local story, but it's a national story. I mean, if you look at any state, any city, any major city, even smaller towns that have public housing, they're going through the same things. Affordable housing is an issue.
Many of these buildings are over 60 and 70 years old. If you ignore a building for that many years, sooner or later it crosses the threshold into a condemned property.
We don't see nothing being done. And the same situation's still going on. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know when they're gonna start fixing up our neighborhood.
Band-Aids can no longer become our solutions. We need permanent fixes.
The very basic number one need of anyone is shelter. Just because you're not wealthy doesn't mean that you don't deserve to have a roof over your head. When a place is home, you want it to be wonderful. You want it to be a safe haven. You want it to be a place where you can, raise your family and you can entertain.
The complaints will be heard, they will be addressed, and I'm gonna make sure of it.
So this is a big smoke screen that we did this big meeting with NETA to show that we're going to do improvement. That's not going to happen.
What do we need to do about public housing is the question. All we can do as a journalist telling the stories of New York City housing is to say, here's what they want. Here's what the residents are telling us that they want to do based on who they are.
The property is falling apart, not the mentality of the people.
We actually are live, vital, thriving communities that deserve the amount of investment as any other community.